Yeah, hey, how you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm on my 10 toes. I'm on the grind.
Hot Channel Rating with your boy Shrimp.
It's your girl Zai.
And today we back with a who we got today, man?
So we doing it.
Yeah, y'all asked, you know what I'm saying?
So why not? We gonna do the BTB Savage interview about him and his girlfriend. That situation that went down when it went down.
Y'all right? Who's doing the interview?
Who doing it?
Vlad TV.
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah, all right. Listen. At the end of the day, though, man.
Let's tune in. Vlad. Oh, this the dude you said they stay up.
Police. He police.
Dang.
That's what it's done.
But you saying it now.
All right, here we go. Today we have BTB Savage, who was recently involved in killing a man in self-defense who tried to rob him at his home. Welcome to Vlad TV.
Yes, sir. What's the deal, Vlad?
Dang, dog.
Well, number one, I'm glad you're safe. You had a very, very traumatic situation that recently happened. So I want to go ahead and get into this whole situation. So all this happened in San Antonio.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so tell me exactly what happened leading up to the situation.
Shit, they was always hitting me up to do music and shit like that. So I was like, all right, bet. Well, one day, it was late. I was like, shit, they was going to pay for the feature or whatever. We're going to do the song, and then they got to do the promo with it. I was going to do it at first. I wasn't going to do it at first, because it was so late. It was like damn near 10, 11.
Right, let us get comfortable, man. And we get into the story.
I wasn't going to do it at first, because it was so late. It was like damn near 10, 11. And I was talking to the girl I was with at the time. I'm like, shit, so I do this shit up, wait till tomorrow, and just meet him at a real studio. Like, and then, but I ain't gonna lie, I just wanted the bread. I'm like, all right, bet. They gonna
wait,
pull up, grab the
he
bread.
said the girl he with at the time, so he not even with her no more? Well, I mean, obviously, but...
Yeah.
But I would've been mad. I just, what?
Went through all that with you?
What?
And then, but I ain't gonna lie, I just wanted the bread. I'm like, all right, bet. They gonna pull up. I'm gonna grab the bread real quick, dip out, and then go back to the my other crib with my cousin there. So, shit, so last minute, I'm like, shit, just come on. They're like, we got our own studio equipment. Like, if I say something, they got something to respond to it. Like, oh, I got this. Oh, I got it. I got this. I got that. So I'm like, shit, pull up. Let's do the song real quick. So they pull up or whatever, and it's him. I mean, it's other people in the car. So I don't know how that go or whatever. I don't know if they was dropping them off or what. So boom, they both hop out. And I'm like, what's up? I'm talking to them. I'm like, what's up? What y'all on? Blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, man, we just chilling. They're like, I've been trying to do this for the longest, bro. You be bullshitting and da-da-da. I'm like, all right, bet. We go inside the crib. And then they just talking and shit, like looking around. That's why I figured it was kind of weird they looking around when they first walk in my crib, like more like that and shit. But I just kind of didn't pay it no mind. I was just more of like, come on, let's get this out the way. I'm just gonna knock this out, 30 seconds out, rap it real quick, and now I'm done. Oh. I ain't tripping. So boom, they got down, started pulling out their equipment or whatever, or fake equipment. Like he pulled out a little box that it's a studio box, but like it got the mixer in it. It didn't have really shit in it. So then the dude, I guess the older dude, I ain't really know him like that. I don't know.
Bro, but all them red flags though.
Yeah.
But it's like
leading up to it.
Yeah, but he just like worried about just getting the bread and just distance.
See,
like,
that's how stuff gets you. That could have been avoided.
Yeah, dog.
Soon as I was seeing the bit look around, be like, you want to set up a new time we can do this?
First of all, you not even gonna set up in my house though.
That's what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
You best start using to the crib.
But
if he wasn't at the crib, they would have probably got him at the studio, robbed him at the studio somewhere else.
And the dude, I guess the older dude, I ain't really know him like that. I don't know them like that. I didn't know him at all. So whenever he was talking to me, the dude I'm talking to for the feature or whatever, he talking to his uncle, like he like, oh, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. So his uncle said, go to the car and get more, like get the rest of the equipment or whatever. So I'm thinking like, damn, why would you? It should be the opposite way. You tell him to go. Cause we like the ones we locked in. We talked or whatever about the song, do the song, and you gonna leave the random dude in my crib type shit. So when he walked out, I was kind of nervous, so I locked the door, both locked. And his uncle, he pulled out some bread. He like, oh man, we ain't on that. We not on no weird shit or nothing like that. You ain't gotta lock the doors and like that. He like, I'm a grown man or whatever. I was like, oh no, bro, I just got PTSD. Like whenever he come and knock on the door, I'll just open it like that. I'm not even let nobody random person walk in my crib. And then he like, oh no, I respect that. And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, yeah, we be doing that shit. We be active too. He pulling out bread. He like, yeah, I've been doing this and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I was like, shit, nah, for sure. Like, respect, like, do your thing. I ain't tripping. I don't care. I actually don't give a fuck what they were doing. Where the bread at? Like, pay for this shit, got my face for real. So, while he talking, he asked him about my chain. He's like, how much, what jewelry you go to, blah, 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 how much he hit you for? And I'm telling him, like, oh yeah, I dropped the bag in this one. Da. And then while I'm talking, I go down to look at my piece while he talking. I'm like, this one? I'm like, yeah, this one. While I'm looking down like that, that's when he upped the pole on me. And he like, oh yeah, run that.
Quick set.
And he had a distance though. And I'm like, man, you got me fucked up. I ain't running shit. So
She had a.
and he was like, shit, you don't run that, I'm gonna blow you.
Oh.
And he like, I'm gonna shoot you type shit. And I was like, bro, you dead ass serious right now? And he was like, I'll shoot your bitch, nigga. Run that shit. So while I'm sitting there, I'm talking to him or whatever. He like, run that. I'm like, nah, you got me fucked up, bro. What the hell you got going? And then he like, nah, well, I see you flexing on Instagram and all that shit. Where is that?
Bro,
Like
are you serious?
Watching me, bro. You watching me,
Bro,
dog.
I probably would have got shot, bro. Because I don't even take stuff like, I would have been laughing in his face. Like, are you serious? And you been watching me on Instagram?
Stalking, bro. Every move.
If you want, you could be doing what I'm doing if you weren't watching me.
Yeah.
To be honest.
nah, well, I see you flexing on Instagram and all that shit. Where is that? Like that. I was like, bro, all right, bro. I started taking off my chain first because he started asking about other shit. Like, where is it? So I'm like, I'm gonna give him what he want real quick. So I took off my chain and he's staying at a distance. He's still at a distance, so I can't like move quick and jump. So when he come over, he reached for the chain and he took the gun off of me. Right there, I hit him with like both of his arms under my armpit like this. And I like lean back like all the way back so his elbows lock up like that. So he holding the gun, he turn it and fire at the refrigerator. And then he like, run that. So I just fell back. Like if he would have like tried to hold back, his arms gonna break.
Yeah.
So I just jumped back and fall all the way back. And then when we fall down to the ground, his hand slammed under me. So he let the gun go. And then he tried to pull out, I don't know what he was pulling out, but I took his arm in again while he was on top of me on the floor. So his arms under me, both his arms under me. And I could feel the guns on my back. So I pushed my back all the way down and like bring him closer to me. I'm like, damn, come shoot him, bitch, come shoot him. I'm yelling at him, I'm like, come shoot him. I went,
What? That's like peeking.
Bro, she was back there screaming.
When he was calling the girl, Dana, you hear me? Pimp down.
I'm like, damn, come shoot him, bitch, come shoot him. I'm yelling at him, I'm like, come shoot him. I don't know where she at. So I just keep tugging with him like that until I get rest of them shits out his hand. So then she run over there. She got damn shaking and shit. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, shoot him. So like, well, I swing my hip under him like that to put him on top of me, all the way on top of me. And then she pop him in the back twice. And she's like, boom, boom. In the back, he like, ah, fuck. And this nigga turned into the motherfucking hawk right there. You would think he would be a hawk.
Dog, that boy ain't going down for nothing.
Fuck. And this nigga turned into the motherfucking hawk right there. You would think he would be the hawk before he got shot. But right there, that's when I guess he got a full adrenaline rush. He started going crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he got the edge over me. Basically to where I was on his back. He pulled the guns out and I got nervous or whatever. So I just swing off from under him and I get on his back and I start wrestling with him. And then I see he got two guns in his hand. So I'm like, where the fuck this nigga get two guns from?
Right.
So I'm holding him down like that. And I grab control of the gun because he got his hand on the ground trying to get up. So I'm all on his back. I put my left hand on the gun and the right gun, he aimed at the bitch or whatever. He like aiming at her head, trying to put the beam. So I'm grabbing his arm, like he really trying to aim and shoot at her face type shit. So like he put the beam on her head. And I'm like, run, bitch, run. Like, move out the way. And then she take off running. He fired 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh, no. So when I grab him, I make him put the gun down. So he got both of his hands.
Bro, I ain't gonna doing like he fighting that man for his life. And you right there, bro. Hit that man with something, get a knife or something, help him out, bro.
That's low key though. In my head, I'm thinking, why they not jumping him?
Yeah, she like, bro, help him out.
But she probably was in shock too.
But come on, man. Like,
how long they been together?
Man, gotta take it a run. Being on you just gonna sit there and look like.
We would have told him.
Yeah, I know you would have helped mine.
Yeah, well, you know me, man.
I'm like, oh no. So when I grab him, I make him put the gun down. So he got both of his hands on the ground, but his hands still on the guns. And I don't got a good grip. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck you doing? My kid in that back room, fam, I'm tripping. I'm like, go ahead and get up out of here, bro. You already fired like 5 shots. It's hot. The police on the way. Whatever you trying to do gonna go bad for you. You gonna go straight to prison. Like, go ahead and get the fuck up out of here. He like, no, I'm leaving with some nigga. I'm like, bro, you got me fucked up. He was like, oh, you gonna die. He was like, you gonna die up in here. And I was like, you got me fucked up, nigga. You dying. Fuck that. So I started going crazy, like getting all low room, just whatever we do to get the guns off of him. So while we on the ground tussling, he like, shoot through the door. Shoot through the door. So then I hear like, boom, like as if they tried to kick the door. They tried to kick the door or whatever. I'm like, I'm still on top of him. So I'm looking at her. I'm like, pass me the gun, pass me the gun. They're about to shoot through the door. Cause I was gonna lay down and just turn around and start dumping through the door. And then she's scared to go over there because they fired twice and they stopped. So it was like a 5-second pause. It was like boom, boom through my door. So I'm still on top of him and he stayed trying to kick me towards the door. So he like pushing me, shoves me towards the door, and I'm like moving his arms up the way trying to get on top of him. So then they fired 2 times to the door. I'm like, slide the gun. And he like kind of right by the edge of it's like an island in the middle. He kind of by the edge of the island. So it's like she can't go around there and grab that gun or slide the gun because I'm under like where his waistline is, grabbing all that shit. He trying to push me down. And I just keep calling up him and grabbing him, belaying on the ground and keeping my head down. So while they firing through the door, they fired twice. I'm like, slide me the gun. She's like, they shooting through the door. Like she don't want to run over there. And I don't blame her. It's her first time like even shooting a gun or shooting somebody. So I don't expect her to be on point about everything type shit. So I'm like, all right, baby. I'm like, shoot him. But after I said shoot him, bro, I probably said like 20 rounds just go off through my door. Boom, 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 boom. Back to back, non-stop. Like that shit would not stop. I'm like, all right, bet. So, boom, I'm still sticking down. I tell her shoot through the door. I'm like, shoot through the door. Fuck it, then. You want to slide me the gun, blow that bitch through the door then. So she shoot through the door twice. She like boom, boom, and shoot through the door. And then they left him. They left him like nobody shooting through the door, nobody kicking. You would think like if you go on, I ain't gonna say if you're going to go do something like that, everybody gonna be on tack, like especially if y'all call yourself family or whatever. You would think they partners gonna go all out. Like once they shoot through the door, my door is weak at that point. All you can do is just step through. Like they didn't do nothing. They just completely left him for dead type shit. So I'm like,
bro, but imagine if they did break through that door though.
They would have killed him and that girl.
Yeah, everybody in that building.
The baby too?
Probably if they that reckless.
Dang, dog. They would have definitely went down.
Yeah.
Like they didn't do nothing. They just completely left him for dead type shit. So I'm like, oh, they scary. Like that's when I knew I had the edge over. I'm like, oh, they left him. I don't hear nothing no more. Like we tussling and fighting. I don't hear nothing. So we get over there by my couch and we just wrestling and shit. I'm like, come shoot him again. Because he got one gun in his hand. I already got the other one out of his hand. So I'm like, come shoot him again. And then he run over there. She run over there and she aiming the gun, but he's sitting down and I'm like standing over him. And I'm like, bitch ass nigga. Oh, I'm punching him. Bitch ass nigga, watch out. And then I hit him with a knee in the face. And that's when he started going in like panic mode, like going crazy, trying to grab for the gun and grabbing my leg. And then I'm like, shoot him. And then she like trying to aim, but he keep pushing me in front of him. Cause he's sitting down in between my legs, holding both of my legs like that. At that point, like he just stopped reaching for the gun. He just started trying to get me down. So I'm like moving over or whatever. And when I finally like push over and get my leg out the way, then my arm is on him, like in front of him. So when she fired the shot, the bullet hit me straight on my elbow. It just snapped. I'm like, oh, fuck, bitch, you shot me. That bitch ass nigga didn't shoot me at all. I don't know if they give him, you know what I'm saying? That he didn't hit me at all. Like, he was just straight soft, like weak. But anyway, goddamn, She shoot me in my elbow and instantly break. I'm like, fuck, you just shot me, bitch. What the fuck? Aim right. So whenever she do that, I move all the way out the way because my shit is completely broken, like dangling in the. All I can see my whole bone out my arm, and I can only move my fingers and my full hand, but I can't pick it up straight like this. It just hanging down like that, but it can move. It can grip at the same type of strength my right hand can. At that time. So I'm still holding him down while my shit's bleeding out. And I'm holding him down so he don't slide over to that gun and they in the gunfight and I don't got a gun at all. Mm-hmm. So while I'm doing that or whatever, she shoot him again. Like after she shoot me in my elbow, I move all the way out the way. My shit broken or whatever. She pop him again in the shoulder or the chest, I think. I don't know where it hit him. But I seen him go like this. He like fuck. And then we wrestling again on the ground. We just tugging up for that shit or whatever. I would have
kept busting.
How long was this fight going on for?
That's what I'm saying.
With a broken arm, he's still going.
Fighting for his life.
Hell yeah, bro.
Well, I would have. But like I say, people
saying what they could have, would have did, but until you
you never know it until you're in that situation. She never did nothing like that before, so she was definitely in shock. I know she was scared as she probably left that. Yeah. She probably left him.
And then we wrestling again on the ground. We just tugging up for that shit or whatever. So I kicked the gun and I'm thinking this away from him or like he good. So I step over to talk. I'm like, go grab my son and get your shit and let's fucking go like that. And I'm like, get the fuck up out of here. Let's dip. And then I see him still crawling over, like still moving and shit, like trying to get. And then like, I ain't gonna lie, where I kicked it, it was in the hallway, right? But he got towards it and it looked like he was moving towards where my son was. So I just instantly went in panic mode and I dove on him like as if I would dive in the pool, literally jumped on him. And I'm on his back, holding him down like tight like that. I'm like, watch out, bro. Watch the fuck out. What is you doing, bro? Get the fuck up out of here. Just go now. Like that. And then he was like, no, I'm leaving here with something. So I just, while we tugging it, you can tell his back, like the bullets from his back is getting to him. Because right when he tried to get up, when I walked away to talk to her, he tried to get up and his legs buckled. He just instantly fell. He tried to stand up. Boom, he just fell down. And his leg like looked crazy as hell while he moving towards the gun. So when I jump on him, he got his hand on the gun already and his finger on the trigger. But it's like the hallway and then my son's room to the left. So he right in the middle. All he do is got to crawl 2 more inches and turn left and my son right there. So while I'm doing that, I drag his arm down a little bit where it's towards the wall in the bathroom, facing the wall in the bathroom. And I put my finger on top of his finger and I start firing the gun. And I can tell he couldn't really move like that because he weak. Like at that point, he just feeling everything. So I put my knee on his neck like that, and I'm holding him down. I put my finger on top of his finger. I'm firing all the bullets for him. So when all the bullets empty, he like, oh, bro, my bad. Come on, bro, I got kids too, bro.
Yeah. But that was smart how he emptied out the clip for him. Yeah, that was smart. Yeah,
he was thinking smart on his feet for real. But when it comes down to your kids, you gonna do any and everything. You gonna find strength you ain't never known you had.
Oh, bro, my bad. Come on, bro, I got kids too, bro. Let me make it home and don't let me die or whatever like that. I'm like, bro, you good? I'm like, you good, nigga? I'm like, give a fuck about you. I hope you die, bitch, like that. I like, you just said you're gonna kill my son. And then he was like, no, it's not like that. Yeah, I was like, fuck you, like that. So, boom, whenever I run to the back, I'm like, you got my son? And she's like, I'm picking him up now. So I heard that. When she picked him up, she put the blanket over his head. But it's like the middle of the night, he's knocked out, got school in the morning. So he slept
through that whole thing?
He in the middle of his sleep, my son sleep like that. So he got down, she put him on the shoulder, he stay asleep. She put the blanket over his head, he not seeing nothing. He just sleep on her shoulder. He walking out. And then right when she come out, I'm standing by the bathroom watching her, waiting for her to come out so I can take everybody out at once. And then I hear like a boom. And I just tell her, like, go to the bathroom. And then she start crying because she's scared. So I grabbed the knife from her and I put it on my hip. And I was like, chill out, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't know who in here. And then I hear him yell like, fuck. I don't know what the fuck. Maybe they cleaned up, maybe they grabbed sticks or whatever. Whatever was laying around, maybe they were trying to, I don't know what the fuck they did for real.
So they came back.
I just was chilling in the back and she started crying like hella loud, like I wouldn't say loud, but loud enough to where somebody can hear you. So I smashed my hand on him. I'm like, shut the fuck up before you wake my son up and he see what the fuck going on. So I got my hand over my quiet as fuck. I'm like, shut the fuck up, like, be quiet. And then she like sitting in the back chilling. And she like, all right, I'm about to go out there and check. So I pull a gun up, and then I walk out there, and I'm just aiming, and I see him right there by the door, and then he crawled over by the side where my front door is. And it's like a little edgeway. He just lay right there, and then he like while I walk by, he grabbed my foot. He like, come on, bro, take me with you, bro. I can make it to the hospital.
Yeah.
Let me go to the hospital. I went, nigga, fuck you. Like, I ain't taking you to no fucking hospital, boy. Your ass about to fry right here. And if they come save you, then they come save you. If not, then your ass toasty.
Gone.
You're gone. Last day. Last supper. Whatever the fuck he ate before he came there. That shit gone. So that was pretty much of that. After that, I rushed to the hospital. Well, I go down, I'm trying to stuff everything in the car, and my son wake up. And he see it. He like, oh, what's up, Dad? But I'm already in the driver's seat, like, hiding my elbow. Right. I'm like, hey, we're going to play a little game. We're going to play a little game real quick, and I'm going to take you to your mama's house. And then he was like, what? I was like, you got to go like this and close your eyes. And then you can't open them until I tell you to open them, or you're going to go to mama's house and get a toy. And he was like, okay. And he put his hands over his face. But I was doing that because the way my arm was, it was just hanging off, and I couldn't move it because it was like pressuring my bone on my elbow. So I just picked my arm up and put that motherfucker right here. And I'm like, take it off. And he take it off. I'm like, all right, you good. So when I dropped down, I got blood all over my arm, and then whatever the fuck. So, reminder, I had already dipped out. I don't know where the fuck they at. I'm thinking they gonna be in the parking garage or something. Nobody in the parking garage at all. So I drop down or whatever, and then I stop. I'm like, oh, no, I can't do it. I can't drive. Somebody got to come. So I call my boy. I'm like, hey, pull up. I gotta go to the hospital, bro. I just got shot in my bone, bro. Oh, you got shot? He was like, bro, where you at? I'm like, I'm downtown at the spot at my crib. He was like, oh, I was out eating with a bitch or whatever, bro. Like, I'm 7 minutes away. I'm about to turn her lift to the crib. I'm like, bet. So when he pull up, he swing around.
Why you gonna give her a lift to the crib?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna take a lift. I'm about to say, what? What?
I need that extra money to clean them seats, baby.
Minutes away. I'm about to turn her lift to the crib. I'm like, bet. So boom, he pull up, he swing around. I jump in the car. We go to the hospital. Shit, I pass out for like an hour or two. Because I started losing so much blood, I started feeling weak. So I guess they plugged me up or whatever. I woke up with like an IV in my arm type shit. And then the police was like, are you good to talk? I guess they sat in there until I woke up. So are you good to talk? I'm like, what's up? And then shit, they asked me what happened. I broke down the story to him. I'm like, yeah, they're supposed to do this or whatever. Then he tried to rob me from a jury or take whatever he think was in the house. So boom. He like, all right, well, we just want to get your side of the story. We're going to ask the girl at the time. The girl at the time I was with, they asking her too. But I guess they talked to her before me. They had already talked to her type shit. So the DEA pulled up or whatever. And then I took a nap, and then some other dude walked in. He had on a jacket. He like, oh, I need to talk to you. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm just thinking it's a regular, like, I wouldn't even say a homicide technique. It's like a DEA officer. Someone that's not motherfucking regular police type shit. Like a regular federal agent. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm talking to him, whatever. I'm like, shit, somebody tried to rob me in my crib. And he died. He got popped or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know what really happened after he got shot. I just jumped out whenever they kicked through the door. I was in a closet with her. Cause I had a blood trail like that. Even the whole thing, the blood trail all the way to the closet. My arm broke at the time too. So I'm just my one hand over, like taking that shit. And then I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Whatever. So I tell him all that, whatever. Then he was like, well, he died. And I was like, shit, good. Like, my fucking son was in there. I was like, so whatever go on, I ain't tripping. Like that, I did that shit for my son. I was like, he got it. He had to go. He had to die. Like that. And I was like, I couldn't really grab the time where it was time for me to grab the gun. She would have slid it. He could have grabbed it. So shit, I told her to blow him. That's what she got to do. Like, I mean, shit, that's my girl at the time. So shit, if I step, you better step. There I go.
Okay, so you talked to the detective.
Yeah.
You explained, your story. She explained her story. The stories matched up, obviously. So they basically said it's self-defense. You're free to go.
Yep, because at first, I ain't gonna lie, they said the stories did match because I ain't telling my son was in there because I was too scared to lose him. I'm like, fuck what they gonna say if I say my son in there. But then when that homicide detective came up, he like, oh, he died or whatever. And he like, was there a kid in there? I was like, nah, there wasn't no kid at all. I was like, I don't know, he was just there. And then the other lady came in, but my girl had already told him that the kid was in there. So she was like, the stories are mixed up. I'm like, hell nah. I was like, what story you got? She was like, well, they're not mixed up for real, but there's a part about your son being there. I'm like, oh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I left that shit out because I was scared. So I told him, I'm like, shit, I left that shit out. I ain't trying to lose my son. That's all I got for real. Like, that's all I damn near, that's my only push, like, to keep going for real type shit. So goddamn, I wasn't going for that. And they just was like, yeah, you good, nah. It's not nothing serious. We just wanted to know. But it's self-defense. Like, we already ruled it self-defense.
Okay, and this whole thing happened in your apartment.
Yeah.
So did they come in and pick up the body? And I mean, essentially, there's still blood all over your apartment.
Yeah, they didn't even clean up. They just grabbed them and left.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, have you cleaned up the apartment since then?
Yeah. Cleaned up and left. So that is what it is. I ain't gonna stay in there. Goddamn. Their soul might pop up.
Exactly.
Okay, well, the guy who died, you didn't know him, but the guy that tried to book the feature from you, you know who he is.
No, I knew of him. Like, I don't know his name. I don't talk to him like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when the police asked you about the feature and everything else like that, did you tell them who it was?
No, I didn't really know him like that. So, I mean, how could I, you know what I'm saying, really tell him what's up? Like, they're like, what's his name? Where does he live? And shit like that. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's just somebody doing the feature. Like, we always see each other at the shows, whatever. There, boom, we run into each other on the outside.
Be hating.
He like, look at this home.
He said that they always see him this place, that place, whatever. And, oh, I watch you. Bro, people be watching you and hating on you. They be wanting what you got, bro. And they do anything.
Just to get it.
Bro, people,
There, boom, we run into each other on the outside. He like, let's do this home. I'm like, shit, push up. And then I guess that's when he came with them 4 people. And then I thought they was dropping them off because they hopped off the back. And they just walked in with the box. So I'm like, all right, that's their shit. Like, it wasn't no little box. It was like a real studio box, some shit that a guy carried.
Right, but the guy that robbed you, it seemed like the other guys were in on it too, because they tried to get in the room, they shot the door, they're involved in this whole situation as well.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I didn't even know, like, what was going down for real. I didn't even expect it. Like, I wasn't thinking about, oh, I might get robbed type shit. I'm like, all right, bet. They doing a song. He said it's good. I'm talking about he hopped out the car with a wad of money. Like, if you put it in this, it's going to bulge out. And you see it. It looked like 20,000 down there. So I'm like, oh, they pulled up with the bread. Like, it's good. It's on flow. Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there's too many situations out there like this. Like Ben Jay from the New Boys, I did an interview with him, and he had a situation somewhat similar where a guy showed up to try to buy some weed from him, and he ended up, basically pushing through the door and pulling out a gun, and they ended up tussling, and then Ben Jay ended up killing him in self-defense. And, he still goes through PTSD with that whole situation. He was actually crying when he was describing the situation. But at the end of the day, if you go in to try to rob somebody, especially with an armed robbery, you should just be prepared for that being the last thing you ever do.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, that shit gave me bad PTSD for sure. Like
I'm sure, but also
overly PTSD. I don't even random motherfuckers coming around me. Type shit.
Yeah, I mean, but ultimately it was self-defense, and ultimately, the police saw it as the same way. And if you try to rob somebody, you should be prepared that person is going to try to kill you.
Exactly.
In retaliation.
I ain't gonna lie, especially if it's in somebody's crib. Like, that's I ain't gonna say every person's dream, but that's a lot of people's dream for somebody to run in their crib and play with them. type
Oh
shit.
no, I'm good. Don't no, that ain't my dream.
I see what he's saying, but nah, cause that be them trigger happy people that like, oh, I can't wait till this when I run in my house and I got a gun. Da, da, da.
No, like
I don't want that. Bro, that's my biggest fear is a home invasion.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that's my biggest fear.
Biggest
One
fear-
of my biggest.
My biggest fear is that, but me not being there.
Oh
A
my
lot of
God.
times I be out.
But you always like. We ain't gonna say too much because I don't need nobody trying to.
Yeah, you hear me, but
These people crazy.
For somebody to run in their crib and play with it, type shit. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I had a home invasion situation happen to me. You know, I talked about it in my Boosie interview where a guy, you know, basically attacks me in the middle of the night because I was messing with his ex-girl, and
He laughing.
it went really bad. It went really bad. I thought I'd walked out of the room and he was no longer alive. He ended up surviving. I found out, you know, after the police arrived and they went and checked it out, I found out hours later that he was still alive. But for a certain amount of time, I was like, okay, this is what it's like to kill somebody in self-defense. And it's not that bad. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it ain't that bad. Like, I went to sleep good as hell the next day. I was happy as hell too. I'm like, ooh. I mean, I ain't tripping, the arm fucked up or whatever, but I ain't dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the adrenaline that I was going through after that situation, standing out there with the police, you know, as they're basically asking me to explain what had happened. Yeah, man, it's almost like a primal thing in a man to sort of protect his home in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when it actually happens and you see the person lying there dead, in my case, he survived. I don't know how he survived, but he survived. But going through that situation changed me.
They be taking some type of pill when they go in. For these home invasions, bro.
You be popping them Purs, them Xannies, smoking.
He survived, but he survived. But going through that situation changed me as a human being forever, because I think that most people haven't gone through something like this.
Yeah.
And once you go through something like this,
Figure out.
you know, you won't back down in the same fashion as someone who's scared of what might happen in that situation.
Fact.
You know what I mean? Well, listen, I'm glad that you did what you did. Your girl's the real gangster here. You know what I mean? We got to just keep it 100.
Hey, she was stepping. I ain't gonna lie, she was stepping. Cause I ain't gonna lie.
Your girl's the real gangster in this story. Because technically, you didn't shoot anybody.
Nah.
No, you directed her, but ultimately, she's the one that saved your life.
Yeah.
You know, I remember my situation. The girl I was with ran out the door and left me to die.
Yeah, fact.
You know, so you actually have a whole lot better than me.
Hey, on God, I was like, damn, I hope she not a hoe. Like, damn, I hope she don't bitch up. Cause I mean, realistically, I would have still blew him down. It just would have took me longer, cause I'm wrestling.
Well, if you were able to,
if
you were able to,
I would have been able.
you hope so. You hope so.
I know
Right?
so.
But you know, when things are crazy like that and both people are fighting for their lives, you don't really know what's gonna happen.
Bro, when I had him with the two, and if my girl wasn't there at all, when I had him with the two, and he was trying to pick up the gun, I was already wrestling him down. You feel me? If she wasn't there, he would have been trying to turn it and pull it over. I'm on top of him already. I got my foot on the gun. Once I hold him, I got my left foot on the gun. His hand bent backward like this. So all he doing is doing that. He like this, trying to aim it. Regardless, if I would have been on top of him, it would have been that, and I would have took the gun and shot him dead in the face. Cause it was at one point, I damn near wrestled him. He get up like this and point his head over the fucking counter, and she there. I grab her fucking arm and I put it right there. I'm like, pull it, and she pulled the trigger. She had it right to his face, and I'm on back of him like this. She had it right to his face after she shot him in the back twice. She put it right on him like that, and he pointed his head up and he turned. And the barrel right at his face. I go like this. I grab her. She backward like at a distance. I'm like, but over the counter. She leaned over the counter and I grab her shit and I pull it over. I'm like, shoot him like that. And I put it right to his fucking face. He turned like this and she pulled it and the fucking clip fall out. And it clipped. And it was the black glizzy. I'm like, what the fuck? And he just started going rampage again. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, put the fucking clip in and cock it back. She go. Boom, I'm like, oh yeah, she's stepping. She's stepping for sure. No, that's a solid bitch for sure. Like, I don't never knock that for shit show.
Oh yeah. And so the guy who tried to rob you, he was 30.
Like a movie.
I'm telling you, bro.
What? All this happened? How you shooting a clip for? What?
Come on,
bro. I would boo boo on myself.
For shit show.
Oh yeah. And so the guy who tried to rob you, he was 34 years old.
Huh, yeah, old head.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's usually why I go. Like, old heads be mad, young nigga, when they doing too much, having too much motion. They get mad at that shit.
I mean, are you at all concerned that his people are going to try to come back? Or is it one of those situations where everyone just kind of accepts that, hey, you try to rob him, he got killed, it is what it is?
I ain't gonna lie, I mean, unless they pussies, but ain't no street nigga just about to let, regardless of what happened, be like, oh, it is what it is. And they got people that love that nigga. Like, he got real family members too, so. They for sure might do what they do, but I'm gonna get active, that's all it is. And it is what it is. It's on the floor. It'll be smoke forever. Fuck it. To be honest.
Right. So you've now moved out of that apartment, right?
Yeah.
Are you moving out of the city?
That's what they messed up at.
That's the part, bro.
And that's what he messed up at.
That's the part.
It ain't just the apartment, it's the city. Yeah, men are watching your Instagram from your city.
That's the part. That's the part. If you was even sharing your location on IG and flexing and jump, you should have stopped doing that too. I mean, that's the part where you messed up at, dog. Damn.
That's sad.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you moving out of the city? No.
Nah, I'm gonna stay in the city. They're not like that for real. They got them. They broke. That's what it is.
But the brokest one be
The one that do the most dumbest stuff.
Yes.
They gonna do it because they ain't got nothing else to lose.
Come on, y'all gotta learn from this, bro.
They broke. That's what it is. One of me is like 20 of them. You talking money wise. So it's not about worry about.
Well, BTB Savage, man, I appreciate you coming in and sharing your story. I'm
sure.
very, very happy that you're alive, that your girl's alive, and your son is alive, most importantly, because that's ultimately that would have been the real tragedy in this situation, the biggest tragedy in the situation if something happened to your son.
Yeah, fact.
And I'm glad that he didn't actually get to see it, because something like that, how old is he?
4.
Oh yeah.
4 years old. I mean, even at
traumatizing.
4, you might have some images that, if you saw that might haunt you later on.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I didn't want him to speak on it. I didn't want him to see it. You know, I'm following.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, you did the right thing. You know, I think everyone would agree that's watching this, that you did the right thing. At the end of the day, that guy got exactly what he deserved. And, you know, just be safe out there, because like you said, you don't know, you know, there's people who cared about this guy, right or wrong, and just move safe out there. And if you can move out of the city, if you can move to a different region, you know, my suggestion is that you do that, because at the end of the day, no amount of money and no amount of ego is worth your life or the life of someone close to you.
Fact. I feel that. I feel where you're coming from.
That's what it is, man.
But
BTB
I'm
Savage,
glad,
appreciate you, man.
No, for sure. I'm gonna keep going.
That's what it is. Peace.
Man, that's so sad too, man.
Hey, man.
So, hey man, we did the same for y'all.
Know what I'm saying?
Sad to say, but
Sum it up, know what I'm saying? He should have moved out, know what I'm saying? Don't be cocky with it or don't show it out. But yeah, we out here, man. At the end of the day though, man, y'all know what's up.
make sure you like,
Subscribe.
comment,
Sure.
hit the notification bell.
Cause you know what, baby.
Baby,
That's all.
gang!